All right, chat. Now here's the thing. I'm not going to let you just murder a child without a good reason. Go west? There's nothing west. You're just wasting your own resources and getting yourself killed. Go west. Why does everyone want to go west?
What's up, everybody? Haven't really done a stream highlights video in a while, so here we are. I'm thinking of turning this into a series just to help people get into the Chat Plays D&D live streams. But first, I know you nerds love collecting D&D products, and boy do I have the product for you. Remember the cool campaign setting of Grim Hollow? Well, Fables is an episodic adventure taking place in that grand world. Citadel of the Unseen Sun is their newest adventure. With super cool enemies and an incredible world to explore, you can best be assured that this campaign is worth your time. Check it out using the link down below, and with that said, let's get right back to the video.
Are you ready to do this again? We gotta make some lore, we gotta make a character. First off, some new rules. Some people were upset the way the last session ended. Who would have thought that people who were invested in some characters would get upset when chat just goes ahead and eats rocks? Yeah, I saw a lot of you wanting to be a chef again. I don't know if I can trust you with this, chat. You're gonna hear the word bake, right? And then you're gonna think, what do you do with your baked goods? You eat them. And then chat's immediately thinking about eating things again. And then it's just gonna happen again. There's no escaping it. So, some new rules. You now have 3 lives. This is like canonical Dream SMP lore. Second, longer chat delay. Look at the chat right now. This is just insanity. I can't be bothered with this. Anyway, we're moving on. Chat Junior. What race? Look at this, chat. It's you. Can we finally play some D&D? So, chat, a massive battle ensued. Thing is, chat, you were attacked by this gigantic green monster. Chat, I'm seeing a lot of pointless messages. Why do you want to eat everything, chat? It's almost like I predicted this. You did mention that you have adequate cooking experience, and one of the smaller trolls sort of motions on over to your backpack, looks around, and then notices that you do have quite a few spices and cooking utensils. The smaller troll sort of yells out,
"It looks like this one does actually have cooking things. We could have really nice cooked food instead of your terrible trash."
The bigger troll turns and looks over at the smaller one. "You're lucky I'm even cooking this for you in the first place." Chat, you can go ahead and roll persuasion. That's a natural 20 as the first roll of the game. However, disadvantage. 14, still decent. "Now you can either be food or you can cook for us, and then we'll eat you anyway." The big troll motions on over to you, chat, unties you, and puts you onto the floor. Knowing that your last few moments are drawing near, you hear something. Off on the sidelines, a figure rushes out. Seems to be a blonde-haired girl with a massive flaming sword and chain armor. First combat of the game. Do a backflip on the troll's shoulders and snap their neck. What the? I'm gonna need an acrobatics check. The troll turns and swiftly evades you. Ducking, you swiftly move to the side of the troll, picking up your bag after the failed jump, pulling out your arcane focus. I'm assuming it's like a staff or something. Cast sleep. The magical lullaby begins to play, and the creatures to the north fall into a deep slumber. These 2 trolls are just completely incapacitated. Only one young troll remains. It attempts to strike the girl. 12 is a miss. She retaliates with a flaming blade. Shring. That's a 19. That's actually a hit, finally. Slicing and decapitating the troll right in front of her. She turns, yelling out to you.
"Please stay safe, or flee if you can. I'll protect you."
The troll turns to you, chat. A vicious chomp. Nat 20. I think this has to do double your maximum health in order to kill you. I don't think it's gonna be able to do 44 damage. Yep, it's not a whole lot. 8 damage. That's a knockout. It would make 100% sense for this troll to murder you outright, chat. Just go out of its way to obliterate you to make sure you never get another turn in this fight. And hey, why not? Chat, you put yourself in this situation. This girl told you to leave. Hey, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions, it strikes at you while you're prone on the ground with its claws. 21 is a hit. TPK? Whose fault is this, chat? This is your fault.
Play dead. Smart. Perhaps when you get up next time, chat, you might actually be able to do that. With that, chat, you are just left on the ground, left to suffer, left to bleed. The trolls are still sleeping, but soon they'll awake. The girl once again casts magic.
I once again call for your aid. Help this young kobold.
With that, magic flows through you once again, chat. However, some of you said that you want to play dead. Rushing towards the troll, you strike. You do have pack tactics. You know what that means, chat? This is a natural 20. You did 27 damage. The troll's body rolls to the ground, and we return to the blissful crackling of the fire. The girl walks up to you, chat.
That was actually quite impressive. Tell me, where do you hail from, young kobold?
I'll give you an inspiration point, chat, if one of you can come up with something cool to say. You're searching for a new home for your kobold tribe.
Oh, I see. In its current state, this forest is uninhabitable. There's something that our camp has been looking to reclaim for a bit now. There is a magical glaive just north from here. If you could get your hands on that, no doubt the camp would welcome you with open arms. You wouldn't be able to bring your whole tribe into the village with us. However, if you prove yourself useful in helping to reclaim this forest, if we're able to get it in a more manageable, inhabitable state, perhaps you and your kobold tribe could call it home.
Seducer. Chad, perhaps if you're able to do more than just witty one-liners, perhaps you could actually find love in your life. Unless you just want to say, excuse me, I want to seduce you. And then you immediately get rejected because no one talks like that.
You can follow this map and it should lead you to where you need to go. I was heading there myself. However, I do believe that this can be a rite of passage for you. A way to get you into our camp as quickly as possible.
Tell her that we will agree to this arrangement for now, though. Perhaps another arrangement can be made later. Besides, that points to the trolls. Are you gonna eat that? Can I have it?
I care not for these trolls. You can do what you'd like with them. As for your kin, surely you won't be abandoning them. No doubt they should stay outside of the forest until it's fixed.
Having no horse, having no carriage, no direction as to where the path that you originated from is, that the best way to escape this forest is perhaps to return it to its natural state. Troll meat, you can cook some delicious meatballs or whatever. You can spaghetti and meatballs, you know. What does everyone else want to do? Go west? There's nothing west. That's literally suicide. If you go off the trail for no reason, you're just wasting your own resources and getting yourself killed. You just finished dealing with a gigantic monster. You have no idea what's over there besides just the unknown dangers. Go west. Why does everyone want to go west? All right, fine. You go west. You begin to walk. Go to the plot. Too late. Everyone's going west. I'm gonna need you to roll a perception check. You see something strange. There's a small elven girl laying on the ground, not moving, not making a sound. Around her, thorns wrapping around her. My gosh, why are so many messages being held for review? Everyone's just saying eat. YouTube, stop. This is perfectly normal for my chat. You touch one of the thorns with your tongue, all right? And immediately your tongue begins to bleed. Seems these thorns are pretty pointy and dangerous. This is truly where you kill your character, and I'm not going to make a YouTube video off of this. Congratulations. Name and call her Jimeno? Now, let me write that down. All right, chat. Now here's the thing. I'm not going to let you just murder a child without a good reason. What and how does this tie into chat's character? Can you eat the DM? You haven't gotten that strong yet. You're chaotic evil and you're going to eat the child because you're confused and crazy. She clearly has power for the plants to change her. Chat's racist, even... Alright, chat, you see the vines, the way they twist, the way they wrap around this child. For some reason, it seems like the girl herself is perfectly fine. Not a single poke or scratch or blood stain around her body. It's strange considering how these vines wrap and twist around her, and yet are so gentle and protective at the same time. This is quite sus. Holding up a bolt of fire, lights it up in your hand, throwing it, a lob of flame striking the vines. They wreathe back, swirling violently, wrapping and churning, and letting go of the child. With that, she gets up. The elven girl looks at you, scared
Who are you? Why have you disturbed my slumber?
It seems she has a long dress as well. A long, flowy white dress. Cast sleep to put her back to sleep. 26. All right, that's gonna be enough. And with that, she falls into a deep slumber for but a minute. Chat, you just put some random elf child to sleep with magic, and now you're gonna adopt her. What is this connection you're making? You pick up the girl, put her over your shoulder, and perhaps when she eventually wakes up, you can deal with the consequences of your own actions.